Welcome to IELTS Academy 9. I'm Yusr, and in this video we will learn the differences between the present perfect and the past simple tenses, and you will be surprised of how clear and easy they are. So let's get started. Many of us feel confused of whether to use the present perfect or the past simple. This is because both tenses have to do with the past but differently. So the best thing is to understand the name of the tense. Actually, both present perfect and past simple describe actions in the past, but the only difference is that the present perfect has to do with present, while past simple is only about the past, with no relation to the present. So if we start with the first case under present perfect, it describes unfinished actions or habits that started in the past and continue to the present. For example, I've lived in London since 2010. This means I started living in London in 2010. Until now, I still live in London. I haven't moved yet. He has been married for 7 years. This means he got married. Until now, he's married. And that's why keywords with present perfect, whether in the question or answer, they connect the past to the present, like how long in the question, since, for, or yet in the answer. For example, how long have you known Beth? I have known her for 12 years. But if you move to past simple, we find it describes finished actions or habits in the past, only the past. For example, I lived in London in 2010. This means I don't live in London anymore. I moved to a different city. He was married for 7 years. This means he got married, but now he's not married. He could be divorced. That's why the keywords with past simple, they refer to points in the past, like yesterday, last, ago, in 2010, or we know from the general knowledge that the time period has finished. For example, Shakespeare wrote Macbeth. Here we must use past simple because we know that Shakespeare died long time ago. I cannot use present perfect and say Shakespeare has written Macbeth because it has nothing to do with the present. It's all about the past. So I believe both cases are clear, but if you need more time, you can pause the video and read the examples, compare both tenses to make sure that you understand the differences. So let's move to next cases. Present perfect also describes life experience without telling time. For example, I've visited Sweden. This means I visited Sweden many times in the past. I haven't eaten Chinese food. This means I describe my experience with the Chinese food. And as you can see, we don't have time mentioned in both examples. But for past simple, it describes finished actions at a point in the past. And naturally, when we speak about an action in the past, we use a past time word, like I visited Sweden last year. Or, yesterday I didn't eat Chinese food, I wasn't in the mood for it. As you can see, we focus on the action at a point in the past. Present perfect also describes finished actions with present results. And here we can see the link between the past and the present. An action started in the past and it has a result in the present. For example, I've lost my keys. This means I lost them and I can't get into my house. I still struggle with the situation. My brother has broken my camera. This means my camera is still broken, I can't use it. But for past simple, it describes finished actions with no relation to the present. For example, I lost my keys. It means that I lost them, but now I'm inside my house, so everything is okay now. My brother broke my camera. This means it's fixed or I bought a new one. I'm just telling a situation that happened in the past, but it doesn't affect my present. Present perfect also describes finished actions with unfinished time words. Unfinished time words means present time words. For example, today the company has received 25 emails. This means that the company received 25 emails, but we're still under today, under the present time frame. That's why we say the company has received. I have eaten my breakfast. This means I ate my breakfast, but we're still in the morning, so it's still the present time frame. But for past simple, of course, it describes finished actions with finished time words or past time words. Yesterday, the company received 25 emails. Or, I ate my breakfast. I ate my breakfast means that we are in the afternoon or evening, now morning is past. Present perfect also describes recent actions. The boss has just arrived. She has already made a fatal mistake during the presentation, and that's why in this case we can use some keywords like just, yet, already, or recently. But when it comes to past simple, it will be an action with a past time word, like the boss arrived 2 hours ago, or during yesterday's presentation she made a fatal mistake. So that's all for the differences between present perfect and past simple. I believe they are clear. As I told you before, you can pause the video and compare between both tenses through the examples given. I hope that the video is helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to watch my new videos.